welcome to day 6 where I'm going to be showing how to make some paper ornaments. I'm really excited. It's the 1st of December, so Christmas season has officially kicked off. So the first thing that we're going to do is cut down some pattern paper into roughly 1-inch strips, and my helper Emily is going to show you how to make a classic paper chain. So this is something that's really simple to put together. You can do it yourself as an adult, or if you have a little helper like I did, it's something that they can put together really easily. You're essentially taking strips of paper and linking them in between each one, and we decided it would be quickest and easiest to use a stapler to fix those in place. But if you're worried about using a stapler, or if you want your child to be able to do this on their own, you could use some glue or a glue dot. The second decoration we made are these open heart decorations, and all you need are 2 strips of pattern paper and a piece of ribbon, string or twine. So this pattern paper is approximately 10 inches long, and as it's only patterned on one side, you have to have one piece of paper facing the wrong way and one facing the right way, and then you place your ribbon inside. So you don't want to put the ribbon in with the loop pointing out. You want the loop to be pointing inside for this particular decoration. To secure that in place, you just pop a staple in the end and trim off the excess. We're then going to take those free ends, where the opposite end to where the staple is, and just pull those down to form a heart and place a staple in the bottom there. I decided to make this slightly shorter and just snip off the excess. And there you have it, a really quick and simple Christmas tree decoration that you can make using either patterned paper, leftover Christmas paper, or maybe plain paper that you can stamp and colour in. So now we're going to make something a little bit fancier. This is, well, I'm calling it a triple closed heart. So for this we're going to need some different lengths of paper. We're going to start with a short, a medium and then long, and then the ribbon in the same way that we did before with the loop inside of that. You want the loop to be longer this time, and then you're going to take a long piece, a medium piece and a short piece, and once again one side of the ribbon the paper will be facing the wrong way and the opposite way it will face the right way. So we have short, medium, long ribbon, long, medium, short. And again we're just going to take a stapler, pop a staple through all of those pieces of paper, and you just want to make sure before you do that your ribbon is long enough that when you fold the paper over there will still be some of that loop hanging out of the end. So we'll pop in the staple, and then we'll start bringing each of those different lengths of paper all together so they meet at the same point, and then we're going to line that up with the edge of the paper. So you're essentially folding it back on itself to make the loops of the heart. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, just bringing each of those different lengths of paper down so they all meet at one point, and then again I'm just going to add a staple either side. I found that my stapler didn't have any trouble going through these layers of paper, but if you do have any difficulty you could use some glue or a glue dot. And there you have another quick and easy to make Christmas tree decoration. So next we have the double open heart. Again, you could make this as an open heart or a closed heart. I just wanted to go over the process again. So we have 2 different length pieces of paper again, and we're going short, long, ribbon, long, short. So I'm going to put another staple through there and just trim off the excess ribbon. And then I could fold the ends back in the same way that we did with that triple heart and have them all meet at one point to make a double closed heart in a similar way to this one. But as I want this to be an open heart like that first one that we made, I'm going to pull them slightly further down and just staple them to each other. So those loose ends will all come together to make that bottom point of the heart. So you can have a play with this using different types of paper and different lengths of paper to get whatever kind of decoration look that you're after. I think it's a really nice project that you can sit and do to get everybody in the festive spirit. So if you find that that centre part of the heart is buckling a little bit, you can just add some extra staples to give it a little bit more security. So that's our 3 different types of heart decorations. Next I'm going to move on to show you a bauble. So for this bauble I decided to use a circle shape. You can use any symmetrical shape, you could even freehand draw a shape. As long as it's symmetrical, this process will work. So I got Emily to punch out a whole bunch of circles using my circle punch that I just showed you there, and we folded those in half. If you're using a different shape, you just want to fold along the line of symmetry. So if you don't have a circle punch, you could draw around a glass and use that as a template to cut your circles, or as I say, you could freehand draw any shape as long as you make it symmetrical, and some really nice kind of wobbly, wiggly patterns make some really pretty baubles. So once you've got all of those folded in half, you can take some glue. I'm using a Pritt stick here. Emily and I did start off using wet glue, and we found that it was a little bit easier and a little bit less messy if we worked with the Pritt stick. So you're just going to keep applying glue and layering those half circles one on top of each other, just making sure that that straight edge or the line of symmetry all lines up on each of those pieces. And eventually what will happen is you'll have enough pieces to form a circle, and you'll pop some string into the middle. So I'm going to keep working with this and layering up the half circles until it's nice and full. And then I'm bringing in this hemp cord. This is a really nice cord, it's got some gold twisted through it, so I thought it would work really well with this craft paper. I'm going to fold that in half to form a loop, and then apply some glue to the inside of the decoration so I can add that string. You'll have to excuse me, I think I'm coming down with a bit of a cold here, so if my voice is sounding unusually raspy, that would be why. But I'm okay. It's December 1st, as I said, so I'm really excited for Christmas. I like to do something Christmassy each day from December 1st right up until December 25th, just to make sure I'm really well and truly excited for Christmas. So as always on the 1st of December, my Christmassy thing for today was to have a gingerbread latte. So I might be sounding like I've got a bit of a cold, but I'm pretty happy. So I'm just going to take you through that process again really quickly, just with Emily showing you here how we made these decorations together. This was something that Emily was really good at making on her own, and I think that it's something that most kids could enjoy just working through. And once you get into a rhythm and you know what you're doing, there's no complications of layering the different pieces of paper and making sure they face the right way. You just need to fold your shape in half and then stick them one on top of the other until you've got enough to close it in half and add the string. So Emily did go ahead and make a heart, which I'll make sure there's a picture of that in the video, and she made this completely on her own. She die cut some heart shapes and then stuck those together. Okay, so now for the sixth type of paper decoration, the vintage bauble. I think this is a really nice decoration and it's actually pretty easy to make. So again, you're going to take some different strips of paper. You want a long, a medium and a short, a medium and a long with the ribbon in the middle. Again, you're going to have one side facing the right way and one side facing the other way. So this is a little bit different to how we did the hearts. You want to make sure that the loop of your ribbon is poking out of the bottom, or rather the top of your pieces of paper. So I'm just layering them up again, so I've gone long, medium and short on the opposite side of the ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a staple through all of that, and then I'll show you how to put this together. So we want to split the paper apart and again line up each of those edges of the different lengths of cardstock into this kind of vintage looking almost traditional Christmas bauble. So before I put all that together, I'm just going to snip off the excess string inside there, and then I'll just line each of those lengths of paper back up and then just place a staple through the bottom. If you do let go of your cardstock like I just did there, no worries, you can just gather that back up, make sure it's all nicely aligned, and then just punch that staple through the top. And there you have it, that's the sixth paper Christmas decoration. And again, I'm just going to show you here how Emily put these together. So she found it really fun to kind of layer up the different coloured patterned paper. We didn't take any care to make sure that we had all kind of red and white on one side or the white and red on the other side, we were just kind of digging in and picking up different pieces of the paper as we went through, picking out all different types of ribbon that we liked. So we've got a lot of different mix and match decorations. Unfortunately, I haven't gone and got my tree yet, so I won't be able to show you a picture of what this all looked like when it was finished, but I'll make sure to have another picture of all of those Christmas decorations at the end. So if you follow Jennifer Maguire, this felt stocking die will be familiar to you. She did a brilliant video on these memory box dies and how you can cut some felt, and they have pre-cut out holes in them so you can stitch everything together. So here's my stocking, and here's one that was made by my helper. And we had a lot of fun just stitching those together. So I used a back stitch, and on this one it's just a straight through stitch, so that's why there's a gap on each side. I actually think I prefer the version with the gaps in there. Okay, so thank you for joining me and also Emily for day 6 of the 12 Days of Christmas series. I hope to see you back again on Sunday for day 7, when I'll be featuring some So Susie stamps. Bye for now.